Hi everyone, welcome back. I'm Albert. Today we will discuss about how to connect multiple folders, and I think this is the best trick that we can use to avoid any issues on long term, and it's also very efficient in case that the path of the folders or the path of any folder is changed. We will be able to fix that very quickly. And for that I'm going to show you now how to do what implies our example. We have 3 folders. In each folder we have 2 Excel files. I will open one Excel file. Okay, so I'm gonna show you. This is not actually a table, it's just some data. If you want, you can convert it to a table. You just need to go in Insert, Table, click OK, and then this will be a table. That will help you because later you will not have to lift your headers 1 row up or 2 rows. That being said, I can just open my Power BI, get data, click on more, click folder, connect, and what we need now is the path of our folder, of one of our folders. So for that I have to go on my desktop and let's get folder 1, and I will copy the path from here, double click, copy. As you can see, we have two Excel files in folder 1, and I'm going back to my Power BI. I will paste the path, and now we will connect to folder 1. So we can see here our both tables, table 4 and 5 from folder 1. We have here the path. What we need to do now is just to click transform. Alright, and our column content has, as you can see, 2 lines binary. We can see that inside is our table, table 4 and table 5. Next thing we want to do, we will not just click on expanding, and we will use, as I said, a different method. What we can do, we go in add column, custom column. We can write here extract Excel tables, and as a function we will use Excel workbook, and we will have to insert our content column, which is here where we have our Excels. We can double click or click here insert, we close the parentheses, and this will create a new column with the tables from the content column. I will click OK now. Now I have here my new column. If I click on it, on each row, I can see my tables, table 4, table 5. I have 2 items inside. I need only my Excel sheet, table 5 and 4. So for that we will delete the other columns, we don't need them. So click remove other columns. I will expand now my file. I will just uncheck this, click OK, and now I will just filter it, table 4 and table 5, click OK. In data column we can see that we have our tables. You can also see this button of expanding. If I click on the table, I can see that because my data is not a table, is not formatted as a table, I will have to lift up my headers to 1 row until here. So for doing that, we can also now click and remove the other columns because we don't need them. For that we can just, if you want to avoid this step, this next step, you can simply format your tables and then you'll not have to do it, but in my case I have to do it. So I will click on custom column. I will name this headers up, The function that I'll use now is promote table promote headers. We'll just open our parentheses and click on data, close parentheses, no syntax errors, click OK, and now we have our new column. If I click now on the table, we can see that our header was moved up. It's well fitted in our sheet. Okay, now I will just remove the other column. Now I can expand it now. Again, click OK. And as you can see, I have my both tables here. So one table has two dates, 20 and 21. The other one has 22 and 23. In the right side, we can see all the operations that we did. What I want to do next is to create a function that will take all these inputs from this side, and later on I will invoke that function, and I will use it for all my free folders, meaning that I will have everything very easily done in the same way as it is this table. Of course, one of the first conditions when we do this is to have always the same description of our columns, otherwise it is not working. It is the same rule as it is when we want to append more sheets from our Excel, or we want to load data from a folder. It is similar also in when we try to get data from multiple folders. Same rule applies. And now we can just go in view. We are now in advanced editor. What we will do first, and here is the trick, we will create a variable. We'll just open close parentheses and we will write the name of our function. Let's call it paths, and then we say equal and greater. This means go to. And here inside in the source folder .files we have our old path to my folder 1. What we want to do is just to delete everything between parentheses and just write our new function, new variable, paths. It is here, click on it. And if you wonder what is the trick now, well, we will in the next step we will add some links, some paths to our function variable, and that means that everything which will be in paths, all our folders, will be transformed based on this query, meaning that all the operations we did before will be applied automatically to everything, and we will have all our 6 Excel files stacked in one table. I'm gonna show you. Now we click done. So as you can see, now we have a function. To that function we need to we can change the name. We can call it path. To multiple folders, and now if you have an Excel file and you have already copied all the paths from your folders, you can just go and add, click on home and then enter data to just open a table. And here, if you have all the paths, you can just add it one by one. In my case, I have to go to each folder now. I will copy the path. So this is folder 1. I will just copy, just double click here in the top bar. I'm going and I will paste it here. Enter. Now I have to go to the second folder. I'm going folder 2. I will copy the path. Going back, paste, and I'm going to the third one, folder number 3, copy the path and paste it here in our table. You can also give a name to our table. We can just call it multiple folders path. Okay. And now let's see, we have our table name here, we have all our sources here, and once we have this, we can just invoke our function. So what really happened is that this function, it is in fact a variable that we added in our advanced editor, which is here. You can see it. So this is our variable. We just pasted in our source here. Okay, and now we just attached a table with several links to our folders, and the only thing that we need to do now is just to invoke the function. For that, we go in add column, invoke function. Here we can write whatever you want, because a new column will appear here with all our tables from all the folders. So we can write here our tables, my tables for example, tables. Now the function query is in fact my function, which is here, path to multiple folders. I will click on it, and now it asks me about the table with all my paths to my folder. So I click on this. This is because it's my column from the table, it's named as column 1, it will be only this column 1. Click on it and click OK. And now I have all my tables here from all my folders. So I will just expand this, load more, click OK. And if I scroll down, you can see that I have all my 3 folders with all the files. You can see here folder 3. As I said, in each Excel file I have 2 dates. So all 6 Excel files are stacked here. And I can now just format my data, and that's it. And in case now, here comes the advantage that we have. In case that some of the folder is moved from its initial path, let's say folder 1 will be changed. It will be moved from my desktop to OneDrive. You can only have to just go here in the source, and then you can change the path anytime you want, anytime is needed, very easily, and just press OK. And that's the main advantage. If we would have gone with the traditional way, where we will get a parameter, you will get a sample file and then a transformation, that is very tricky, because if you don't set right your parameters, in time you will encounter issues, and it will not work. So you'll have to do a lot of searching and to try to figure out what is the problem. And in this case it's very simple, quite simple. That was all for today. If you found this video helpful or interesting, please subscribe to my channel and you'll get new videos like this. Thank you, goodbye.